So a warm good afternoon, everyone, to the wedding of Phil and Nayama, live from Kottakat Convention Center, Trivandrum. First, let us put our hands together for the blessed wedding ceremony organized by Pastor Jijo, Pastor Tibichan, and the entire WACC team. Thank you all. So as Pastor said, it's the end of the spiritual ceremony. So it is a truth universally acknowledged that a single man like Phil Alex Kochuparampil, who is in possession of a great fortune, must be in want of a wife. Look at him. He is quite young, wonderfully handsome, extremely agreeable, and to crown the whole, it is his wedding day. On 14th November, Phil gave me a call and asked whether I can host the wedding. I asked him, why me? There are better people to do it, and he said he wanted me to do it. Okay, fine, for you, I said yes. With all this excitement of hosting my best friend's wedding, I went to my mother and said, Amma, I'm hosting my best friend Phil's wedding. Immediately, without a need of thought, she replied, Mone nininte cheche kondu cheppikka avalu nallayittu cheyum. Have your sister host it? She does it better. Hence, here I am, fighting against all the odds and the laws of nature that are in front of me for you, Mr. Phil Alex Kochuparampil. When he announced his day of wedding, we as friends requested Phil for providing us with screens to show his past, present, and future. But he denied. He completely denied based on two grounds. He said to me, this is a gentleman's wedding. You all know Phil very well, don't you? Second, he said, I don't trust you guys. The only question that comes to my mind is this, but why? We are your well-wishers and not your enemies. Phil, you know us very well, don't you? While asking him what to say during the speech, he has given me a list of do's and don'ts, and the list is very huge. This is something which I have to adhere to, or else I'll be called out. The mic will be put out. And I thought it would be interesting to read this to you guys. First, don't tell about the specifics on how we met. Okay, I understand, so no specifics, Phil. I will share you the story with no specifics. How I met my friend Phil. We met on a children's camp around when we were in the 4th grade. I don't remember anything about the camp, but this guy, meeting him was the highlight of the camp. On the second day of the camp, around 1 a.m., we hadn't even slept yet because we were all sitting around listening to Phil. He was giving us a sermon on the double-decker bed, and he was sharing his life and his heroic adventures. Sharing was so good, we didn't even want to go to sleep. I think Phil has already done the thing. Okay, so he was our Johnny Bravo of the day and our superhero. Everybody wanted to be like him. The story I can't reveal here, I mean the specifics. Then later, we were in the same school, the same office, and lived in the same neighborhood. He's a true and loyal friend who will always be there for you when you need him. Proverbs says, there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother. He has been this kind of friend to me and to everyone who is lucky enough to be his friend. We are thankful to you and are glad to be here with you to celebrate your special day. The second point Phil wanted me to adhere to is this. Don't talk about our love story between Phil and Nayama. Come on, brother, how can I do that? You may want us to believe this is just an arranged marriage, but have seen that it is so much more. Over the past 3 months, whenever I would ring him, his voicemail now shows the new focus of his life, which is in an engaged tone. Once I asked, what is happening with you? He said to me, and these are the exact words he said, Ajit, I just want to start my life with Nayama. So here we are, happy to be celebrating the day you have waited for, the start of his life with Nayama. For your info, guys, on November 15th, Naima celebrated her birthday, and he called me and told me that he wanted to buy her a gift, which they both will remember for a lifetime. I said, this is a good idea. Go and buy it. But he said, I have a problem. I asked, what is it? And he said, I don't know her likes and her dislikes. So, Mr. Phil, I'm confused here. I have only one question. What on earth were you guys talking to each other about all this while? This is one thing that makes Phil unique here. He's a thoughtful guy who always considers the other person's likes and dislikes and make sure to make them his priority. I've seen this in my friendship with him, and I'm sure it will help him to be an excellent husband to you, Naima. The third point he mentioned was to talk only good things about Naima. Yes, of course, this is easy. I have only the best things to say about her. I'll share with you one of my favorite stories about her that shows just how much she cares for Phil. It is a story that I refer to as the coconut love story. As you may be aware, Naima celebrated her birthday a few days ago on the 15th November. And she had one birthday wish that truly stood out. She made a unique wish that day to her brother, which surprised her entire family. Her wish was simply this. Achacha, ee veetil oruvaadu thengakollukalundu. Adokke onnu vettikalayanam. Basically, cut down all coconuts from our house. Her brother asked, Mole, why? Why you want to do that? And her reply was this: these coconuts can fall on the head of Phil Achacha. So, even before marriage, Naima was prioritizing the safety and well-being of her future husband. It proves Naima has never, ever met someone who's delighted her so much in her life. When I see Phil and Naima and the love that they have for each other, Song of Solomon chapter 2 verse 16 comes to mind. I am my beloved's and my beloved is mine. This is how much she loves Phil and how much she hates coconuts due to the head of Phil. Here begins the coconut love story or Tengakula love story. So anyway, let me say a few things about Phil. Phil is a blessing, patient, caring, courageous, intelligent, outgoing, magnetic, powerful, charismatic, amazing. I believe he's the every girl's dream boy. Naima, you're so lucky to have a guy like Phil. These are the exact words. I don't want to say that. But out of all the proposals, you are the only girl in his life he has said yes to. So don't validate this claim with anyone, just ask me. So anyway, jokes aside, I thank God for a friend like Phil and his family. I'm like a member in their family, and the love and the warmth, uncle and auntie, and they as a family have shown to me is a blessing. Anyone who knows Phil and his family would say the same. I wish you both a very happy married life. And Phil, just as Christ allowed the church, may you be empowered by his grace to do the same to Naima. Thank you all. So